It's not a new thing that students from all over the world are coming to Ghana for an exchange program. So with me here, I have the school from Germany, Cologne International School. So guys, I'm here to take you through their experience while they are in Ghana.
My initial feelings before traveling to Ghana were mixed, as I didn't know what was going to happen. And I've never been to Africa before, but now that I've been in Ghana, I understand why it's so different here.
I was kind of scared because I didn't know what to expect. I've heard stories from students that were here the past years, and it was always mixed feelings. One said, yeah, there was this and like small problems or like things that didn't go well, but others were really happy and liked what they experienced here. So I had mixed feelings and I didn't know what to expect. But as soon as we got here, we were welcomed really nicely and it was a lot of fun, and those fears just flew away.
It's just really different. They're super welcoming, like they hug you, they want to spend as much time with you as possible. And that's really outstanding to me because it's not normal in other countries.
I was very proud when we went in the Future Leader School and when we were with all the kids that were adorable and they were all surrounding us, and just being around them was really nice.
It was really fun. It was nice to switch roles and be a teacher for once and help the little kids.
One thing I think I learned about myself here is that I'm very patient with kids, because usually I'm not back home with my sister. I'm not patient, but when I was in the Future Leader School, it was very fun, and when I compare myself to the other students, I was very patient and just had fun.
To spend time with the kids and being a teacher for a day, but on the other hand, it was a reality check because I got to witness how schools are, or some schools are here in Ghana. It's quite different from what we are used to. It definitely put some sense into me and makes me appreciate the school that I have.
You know, there's no dulling moment when you are in Ghana. No matter what, there is always something to do. This is what happened when a country is peaceful. There's no Kana you cannot enter. Well, they had a very beautiful experience, and I feel I should not be stingy, keeping the video to myself. I decided to bring it here so you guys can also see for yourself. Okay, before we watch, I would love to give a shout out to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always coming. There you go. I really appreciate it. And if this is your first time on this channel, thank you so much for joining. If you like what you see, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also share the video. Of course, I know you're going to enjoy what you're about to watch right now. Guys, let's get right into it.
My initial feelings before traveling to Ghana were mixed, as I didn't know what was going to happen. And I've never been to Africa before, but now that I've been in Ghana, I understand why it's so different here.
Because the children here, it's just really different. They're super welcoming, like they hug you, they want to spend as much time with you as possible. And that's really outstanding to me because it's not normal in other countries that little children are super enthusiastic.
So I was very proud when we went in the Future Leader School and when we were with all the kids that were adorable and they were all surrounding us, and just being around them was really nice.
It was really fun. It was nice to switch roles and be a teacher for once and help the little kids.
One thing I think I learned about myself here is that I'm very patient with kids, because usually I'm not back home with my sister. I'm not patient, but when I was in the Future Leader School, it was very fun, and when I compare myself to the other students, I was very patient and just had fun.
There were quite a few moments that stood out to me during this trip, one of which was volunteering at the Future Leader School. On one hand, it was fun to spend time with the kids and being a teacher for a day, but on the other hand, it was a reality check because I got to witness how schools are, or some schools are here in Ghana. It's quite different from what we are used to. It definitely put some sense into me and makes me appreciate the school that I have.
when we gave our donations to the school, and when the teachers, just seeing their faces light up was very nice.
What I learned in Ghana is that the people are always happy, even if their living conditions or whatever is happening is bad. So I guess I will apply this in a way of, still being happy even though things are bad.
A moment that really stood out to me was when we woke up really early and hiked up the tallest mountain in Ghana. I was really proud of myself when we were at the top, and it was exhausting and sweaty, but it was really fun to stand at the top and see how high we actually were.
Yes, Volta regions in the Volta region.
I think it's really important to collaborate with other students from other schools, because you can just then also find out about their culture and their food and just how they live, because they live in a completely other way than we live in Germany, and it's just a really nice way of communicating and just exchanging the aspects of their culture.
I think some of the challenges I faced was most the culture differences that I had here, as well as the temperature difference. Because in Germany it's very cold, here it's very hot, the sun is always out. But also the culture difference, the food. I wasn't used to the food already, and the different kinds of ways they're prepared. So I got used to it, and it's really delicious here now.
My hopes for the students during this trip were to get to know the whole other world and all the new foods and different personalities of the people here.
The challenges I faced while collaborating with other students from other backgrounds was understanding them. We generally had troubles with that, and at first I was quite quiet and closed off, but the students in the SOS school really made me feel comfortable, and especially the environment they created with the loud music and overall hospitality really made me open up.
So I was a bit nervous when it came to socializing and making friends in the school, but now it was pretty fine. I made many friends and I feel comfortable with most of the people around. We were dancing the whole time, singing, smiling, laughing all the time. The first night that we arrived, we spent until 3 a.m. just talking. It seemed like we knew each other for forever, so that was really nice.
When other students from other schools collaborate, they can share their ideas, which each school gave them, and you can see how different schools teach each student. Moreover, they can increase their social skills and also maybe work on their collaborative skills.
I think that collaborating with students from other schools is important because it opens up your mind and especially your eyes, and you see the way that other people think, especially from different parts of the world, and it sort of helps you or me build my own opinions and my own new perspective.
You get to know their culture and how they see the school and how they experience school life. And I've noticed that there are some differences, even though we have the same school system itself. Everyone just does it differently. And I think it's important to acknowledge that and learn from each other.
He has labored, he has suffered to lead his people.
Nkrumah was born on 21st September 1909. We have attained our independence on 6th March 1957. So after our independence on 6th March 1957, the name had to change from Gold Coast. When you get in there, you see the graveyard of our first president, Osadofo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
At long last, the battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
So I think I consider like the biggest difference between Ghana and Germany is the people, because in Germany the people are more close, like they're more to themselves and a bit grumpy sometimes. And Ghana, just everybody's like smiling, everybody's social, and they just make you feel good. And I think that's an important thing. I think one of the most surprising cultural differences here was that everyone greets everyone, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter, like, you're just in the middle of the street and you're walking, people will say hello to you, they will say good morning, and you have to respond back or else it's deemed as rude.
The biggest difference between Germany and Ghana are the people, because here in Ghana, respect plays a huge role in like the culture, and in Germany people are not as open as they are here to guests and people from around the world, whereas here they're really open and they're interested and they ask a lot of questions, they're respectful and just fun to be around.
This experience was challenging because I had to adapt to new living conditions, and even though it was a bit difficult at times, it still provided a new perspective of life, and I'm grateful for the opportunities that I have in my life in Germany, because some people are not as fortunate as me.
Well, I guess I will appreciate everything a lot more, because this made me really show how much I actually have in Germany, you know, how well I actually have it. So what I will take with me is the appreciation for a good life.
I think it will affect my actions in the future in Germany because by me appreciating the great living conditions I live in and just everything I have.
One of the things that I've learned that I plan to take back home to Cologne is that I need to be more disciplined. Seeing the students at SOS made me realize that I have no discipline at all and that I really need to work on doing things that I need to do and setting tasks and actually completing them.
Before the trip to Ghana, I was kind of scared because I didn't know what to expect. I've heard stories from students that were here the past years, and it was always mixed feelings. One said, yeah, there was this and like small problems or like things that didn't go well, but others were really happy and liked what they experienced here. So I had mixed feelings and I didn't know what to expect. But as soon as we got here, we were welcomed really nicely and it was a lot of fun, and those fears just flew away.
I am from Germany, Cologne specifically. I go to Cologne International School. My name is Theodore Schumann.
My name is Lara and I come from Cologne International School.
My name is Ruby and I'm from England.
My name is Alana Stitz and I am from Cologne International School in Germany.
So my name is Sonia Bukowski and I'm a student in Cologne International School in DP1.
I'm Virginia and I'm from Cologne International School.
My name is Noah. I'm from Cologne International School. I'm in MYP4.
My name is Lucas and I go to Cologne International School.
Ghana might not be what you expect. I think Ghana is more beautiful and interesting and different than people might think. So it's definitely worth it to check out just to see the differences between Germany and Ghana. The travel experiences, they were great. Like, you'd think you'd stay like at the school the whole time and like experience just like in the local area, but we go all across Ghana, and that's something that I didn't think we would actually be doing.
I thought it was going to be all the same, but here really like 2 hours of drive and the landscape is completely different. Although it's kind of one country, in different regions there's different cultures, and they have different dances, different songs, different landscapes. So we went to the Volta region for a hike up to the Afadjato mountain, which is the highest mountain in Ghana. And it was pretty challenging, but I did really enjoy it. And the view from the top was very beautiful.
The trip was like generally amazing, even though the whole trip isn't even over. It's just halfway. Every penny, every cent, everything was worth it.
It was definitely difficult. My t-shirt is soaked and it was very steep, but I enjoyed it, and I think it was definitely worth it for what it looks like here. I mean, you can see literally like miles and miles into the distance. I think this is one of the best views I've ever seen.
I'm having a lot of fun. It's great being here. It's been quite exhausting, I must say, but overall a great experience, and I'm happy to be back.
It was a hard climb, but there was a lot of stuff to see, like animals and trees. Like, it was more little insects, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
We come in and find the
We also went to two waterfalls, which were also very, very beautiful. We had some drumming and local dancing, which was very fun too. And we were singing, which was, I feel like it really brought us together. And yeah, it was just a very bringing together trip. In Cape Coast, we went to the Slave Castle, and we had a tour about it and the historical context. And I felt very empty inside, I would say, because I don't feel like that's something people should go through. Some artist performance, they tried to replicate the experience for 12 days, and they couldn't last even a day. And it was just crazy how the people survived in this for like 4 months, at least. I feel like this topic should be really raised awareness about. And actually, me and my friend, we considered doing our extended essays, or IAs, about this topic for history.
So when I visited the Slave Castle, I assumed it to be more of a relaxing tour guide trip, but it turned out to be quite well, not sad, but in the end it was, because we learned all about the history of the slaves and what happened there.
I thought one of the most important things about seeing the castle and the experience in it was just seeing how much history happened there. We really got it explained, what happened and how it happened. And just standing in the rooms was the feeling was really overwhelming, and we learned so much. I know our tour guide did the tour in a really, really nice way, and it was just really eye-opening to see what people used to go through.
It was shocking to see that there was so little space for around 1,000 people being there for 3 to 4 months.
My favorite part about the castle was seeing those rooms where all the slaves went, because it's crazy how something like that can stay after such a long time.
Standing inside the castle at Cape Coast was definitely different. It was a horrible story that they told us, but I think it's good to know the history behind these things.
It was just heartbreaking to see what those people had to go through. Those cells were just tiny for so many people to be crammed into.
We spent some time in school here in the SOS, and we volunteered in some primary schools like Future Leaders, Star School, and the Students Village.
When we visited the Future Leaders School, I thought it was really moving how all the children were not as privileged as we were, but they enjoyed learning. They came to school every day. They were happy to be there. And yeah, I thought that was really nice.
The message that I take from Future Leaders is that no matter how privileged or unprivileged you are, you can always find the happier side. Because even if the kids maybe weren't the best off or as wealthy as some other people, they were some of the happiest children I've ever met. They were always jumping and smiling and really excited to be where they are, and they were really grateful. And I think that's a really important message, just to be grateful for what you have.
For me, walking on the canopy walk was quite scary. I'm very scared of heights, and although it wasn't as bad as I thought, I felt the thrill of it.
I think I'll remember the canopy walk the most. Just being on top of all the trees and just looking down and seeing all the nature.
I feel like, or the canopy walk, the trees history was very interesting. But the coconut was very good too.
Yeah, the coconut was so good. And the cacao bean too. I remember Lucas feeling our last cacao bean.
Yeah, that is a thing to remember.
One of the things I enjoyed most was probably the bridges in the high parts of the trees. It was just good to see the area, the environment. Even though I didn't get to see that many animals, it was still good to see.
It was a bit scary, but at the same time it was also exciting, you know? I think that the hospitality here was very nice. The people are kind, they're welcome.
So far, I enjoyed the most playing football with the other Ghanaians and just maybe swimming in the pool as well, spending time with them like for 2 to 3 hours. It was the most fun.
So far, I've learned that Ghana has very different landscapes. I think I had one idea of Ghana in mind, but seeing the coast was amazing for me.
We went with some people on the trips as well. I think I've made a lot of friends here. They're all very nice.
I did make a lot of friends. The people of Ghana here are really welcoming and really nice and friendly. And it's hard not to make lots of friends if everyone's always welcoming you, helping you, saying hello.
So far, the Ghanaian hospitality was really nice. All the people were really kind.
I've made some friendships here for sure, and that are gonna last forever. I'm also gonna take back the incredible experiences, obviously, and all the pictures I took. I'm gonna cherish these memories forever.
I think that this trip really made us more aware about, well, Africa and Ghana.
I'm probably going to take back the memories, and mostly the memories of working with the younger students for the Future Leaders School.
Coming here and experiencing it all has really changed my viewpoint and has given me my own opinion and my own experiences, shaping what I know of Africa and Ghana.
I think I'll always remember the culture here. So one of the things I'll take back will definitely be how the people here in Ghana live.
If you're open to new experiences, new foods, new cultures, it's a great trip.
The things I take away for the rest of my life is to always be grateful for what I have. And even if I'm in a new place, I should always try to make new friends and like be as welcoming as I can, as like everyone here was really welcoming. And that's something I want to be in the future, just open to new things, open to new possibilities. And if there's people that maybe I'm not that friends with or I really knew, I do want to start welcoming them as we felt welcome.